through the establishment of the Oracabessa Bay Marine Trust, which is a charitable trust where the board is 50% foundation, 50% fishers. And that trust is designed to protect, restore, rehabilitate the marine space within the Oracabessa Bay through our management of a marine protected area, which is the Oracabessa Bay Fish Sanctuary. All our coral gardeners are actually fishermen who have been trained as divers, and they manage the coral programs, and we also have a sea turtle program.
So me get interested in it as a diver. That was the focus, coral gardening. And so then get two of us trained. And we become open water divers. And we start do coral gardening. So what we do is we hunt for a dying colony, and we look for the best pieces in that dying colony. And what we do now, we bring it to the nursery, we snip it up in many pieces, and we hang it up in the nursery. Within 7 to 8 months, it becomes something like about 7 to 8 inches in a diameter. Now we snip back from this coral, and we take down the whole tree, and we carry it back to that colony to replenish that area back again to what it was before. And when he's ready to populate the place, he come back in and litter again. You understand? So it's a process, you understand? So when we have a healthy coral reef, we also have a healthy fish population. What we have to do is try as much as possible to preserve. That's why we have EE fishes, same for tomorrow and the future generation.
The biggest thing in this sector, we have to keep our equipment with it. Patrolling night and day so that no spear fishing inside the fish pot, no net, nothing take out of it.
Patrol. Okay. I understand because sometimes we have some brand new times. You have to stay on top of it. It don't make sense we take care of the fishermen and the guys come in and take them from.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we don't have root inside.
Before, fishers used to send their fish pots way out into sea. With the establishment of the marine protected area, the fish sanctuary, we realize that the fish pots are right on the edge of the sanctuary boundary, which shows that they are actually catching fish closer to the shore now. And if you check out Nepal's reef surveys that are done annually, it shows that we're actually performing high above national standards as it concerns our reef health, our herbivorous fish, our commercial fish, and also the algae coverage.
We have been experiencing the effects of overfishing for many years, and within the tourist industry, specifically diving, it plays a huge role on how it is seen on a wider scale. So having a sanctuary, it allows for the tourism factor to be magnified and just put in a better light, because people want to come here to dive and see things, not just dead coral. So having a sanctuary in place, it allows for the population to expand, and it makes the dive experience, takes it from 0 to 100.
When we start the sanctuary and the sanctuary start to manifest, we start to see a sharp decline in the depletion of the fish population. I start to see the fish them coming back. I start to see the fish them sticking around. Nobody shooting fish in the sanctuary anymore. The fish them start to come in, and the place start to become populated with fish and other marine life, right? The only drawback was the global warming and the dying of the coral reefs. Coral start to bleach and turn white and all them things. 2017 was one of our worst this year. 2017 and 2019 with coral bleaching, and But we fight back and and continue to plant out, and
There are elements that are out of our control. There are elements that we can try and control, and there's also knowledge, which is a very important element. We know that there are things like agricultural practices that affect the reef health by creating more algae growth on our reefs. That person use pesticides and the person use fertilizers, and they're near rivers, or when the rain falls it wash out to the rivers and eventually comes into our sea. So actually there's a river that leads into our sanctuary. So the Jacks River actually comes directly into our sanctuary. 2 years ago, 2019, we received funding from the Global Environment Fund through UNDP to replicate our model along the coastline. So right now we are in the process of working with 4 locations to set up fish sanctuaries using our model, which is the partnership with the tourism stakeholders and the local fishermen. And we're doing that in Lucy, we're doing that in Grangefell in Mongabay, we're doing that in Saltmarsh on the border between St. James and Trelawney, and we're also doing it in White House in Mongabay.